Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be continuing the conversation of bunkers for the Gunrunning military DLC. So about 3 weeks ago, before we knew any of the files that were found in the Cunning Stunts Special Vehicle Circuit DLC, I touched on the fact that there could be bunkers associated with the military update, and I went around the map talking about some of the most popular locations. Some of those were in Fort Zancudo, others were on mountaintops like Mount Chiliad and Mount Gordo. There was lots of other cool little bases that I touched on, including the possibility of underground bunkers, and all of that was just based on the idea that that could be included with the military DLC. And as we know, within the files of Cunning Stunts Special Vehicle Circuit, there's an image for a map icon that clearly was for bunkers, and it was pretty cool and has gotten me reinterested in the idea of finding out where these are possibly going to be located. So today, I'm going to be talking about information that I missed and, due to new information, what we could be looking at as far as potential locations. So let's not waste any more time and let's get it started. All right, so you guys know this first location right here. It's inside Fort Zancudo. It's this very tiny rectangle building, and in the last video I showed you guys that there's this elevator. However, one thing that I completely missed with this is that you can actually get inside of this elevator. Now, not naturally, the game won't let you just open up the elevator. However, Rockstar has built an interior. Why would they build an interior for this elevator if it wasn't naturally meant to be open? It would only make sense if we would eventually use it. And I think this could enhance the theory that there is a potential underground bunker. So this is courtesy of my good friend Zach Cox TV. Now, he was able to access this in Grand Theft Auto Online, and you can clearly see that there's an interior here. It's rather well done. And what's also interesting is on the outside of the bunker as well, on the outside of the elevator, on the floor level, it says -1. So could that possibly mean that there's some underground area under here that we're not quite sure of? This is something I totally skipped over in the first video I did. I was completely unaware that you were actually able to go inside of this elevator, which is so cool. Again, I know that's kind of like putting on my tinfoil hat a little bit right there, but I still think that theory is pretty awesome, and I would love it if Rockstar once again utilized Fort Zancudo as an area that would be militarized as far as bunkers go. That would be pretty epic, and an underground facility would just be really, really cool also. Now, we're in single player right now, but check out this military hangar right here. I think it's called Fort Zancudo Air Base 0101. So in single player, even when I'm recording today in 2017, it is closed off. However, in Grand Theft Auto Online, with the heist update that happened in 2015, Rockstar actually opened up this hangar. And now you can go inside. Just like if you were to access Fort Zancudo on the inside, you can go inside of this hangar. So it's interesting. In single player, it's closed. In Grand Theft Auto Online, it's open. So we've seen Rockstar do this not only in Fort Zancudo, which is pretty epic, but also with other aspects of the game too, like Benny's Original Motorworks. That was just a regular shop front, and they turned it into obviously an auto shop that we can customize our vehicles and whatnot. But getting back to Fort Zancudo, that's pretty cool. It means that Rockstar is willing to open up closed interiors inside of Fort Zancudo when they need to make it possible in Grand Theft Auto Online. So now that we know that, is it possible for them to do the same thing with other hangars that can be found in online as well? Now, before we move on, what I want to do is show you guys the shape of the image that we're actually looking at right now. So this is it right here. It's kind of a dome shape, but on the inside, you can see that there is a square, which to me would indicate the either opening of a hangar or a garage door or something along those lines. It would be a domed shaped building with a giant rectangle opening in the center. Now, just because the icon is shaped like this doesn't necessarily mean that the buildings have to be exactly shaped like that. However, with other things that we can see in the game, like the CEO offices, they're shaped in the exact format as high-rise buildings. So I would imagine that Rockstar would do the same, very similar to the biker clubhouses and the vehicle warehouses. They're shaped very similarly on the map to how they actually appear in game. And there's 3 locations that I've found that have very similarly shaped buildings like this. The first of which is in Fort Zancudo. So there's 3 of them in total. They're these hangars that have this like orange kind of outline around the rectangle, but they are in the exact shape, for the most part, as the icon that we can see. And it's perfect. It's got a big open door right there. It's got entrances on the side for us so that we can walk in if we wanted to on foot. It's really cool. There's 3 of them in total. There's 2 that are side by side on the main runway, and then kind of off to the far right, there's actually one that you can actually see. It's kind of off by itself, but it's the exact same shape, carries the exact same design too. So I think that that would be really cool if Rockstar opened up those 3 areas in Fort Zancudo, which could kind of be awesome. You know, they'd be close together, but at the same rate, they'd be different enough where not everyone is going to be going inside of the same hangar. So that right there could be pretty cool. There's also a location at Los Santos International Airport. So I've told you guys about some of the other hangars. However, they don't seem to be in the same shape. One of them belongs to Devin West and another one is Pegasus. However, there is this one that's kind of off to the far right, and it retains a really similar shape too, with kind of that dome top, and it's got that rectangular square garage in there. There's also other entrances that we could potentially use. It's got a nice big runway and area with boxes and loading areas and stuff like that. So that could be an awesome location right there. Obviously, it would be cool, convenient, right next to the airport, would be perfect for our gun running missions. And I actually think this next one could be the most far-fetched of them all, really just due to its proximity to the ammunition store. But check this one out right here. Is this ammunition store not in the perfect shape of the bunkers icon that we're looking at right here? And this could be awesome. Could Rockstar use this kind of ammunition store as a front for a secret bunker? I actually think that could be cool. You can see that giant garage door right there that says LSGC, which I want to say stands for like Los Santos Gun Club. You can also see there's a shooting range and store, ammunition, guns, and survival equipment. There's hangars with Fort Zancudo logos on there. So this could be pretty promising as well. And even though it's so close to an ammunition store, I could still see Rockstar utilizing it, as that is just incredibly awesome right there. So that could be pretty cool. However, let's move on to another location, a theory that's been touched on, and that is the aircraft carrier. So excuse the fact that we're underground and those are the North Yankton Mountains that are in the background, but I think utilizing the aircraft carrier as a bunker could be awesome. You could get to it by helicopter, you could get to it by boat, so it's not all that restrictive, and we've seen Rockstar do this in the past with story mode elements. Remember the yacht that was used in that one mission? Rockstar basically just remodeled it and gave that to us to use in Grand Theft Auto Online. So who's to say they couldn't do the same thing with the yacht that's used in Power Play and the one that's used in the heist mission? They could easily flip that, make it a little bit customizable, and could you just imagine like 5 or 6 different mega aircraft carriers roaming around the waters of Los Santos? That would be so cool. So I definitely want to see this one added as a bunker as well. Now there's a couple other crazy theories I have, so you've got to hear me out here. One of them is a potential underwater bunker. So I don't know how this would work. The first thing that came to my mind was the Lost hatch. So this is clearly an Easter egg to the show Lost, but I still think it could be pretty cool. Like if you had to take a submarine to get down to this location, you would then go inside the hatch and then boom, there is your bunker. And to get out, same way, you'd have to take a submarine to get to the surface. I really do think that could be awesome. Now, is it a little bit out of the way? Yes, but it certainly provides the ultimate protection. No one is going to go down to the depths of the ocean to bother you here, so you would certainly be protected from anyone that's looking to bother you. So I think that would be a really unique and cool location right there. I'd also like to see Rockstar take advantage of maybe some of the islands in game. So this one is located close to Fort Zancudo. It's this island, and there's nothing on it other than this shack with some antennas, some satellites, and some basic gear. Now, likewise, this could be a front for either a bunker that's deeper on the inside or deeper underground, but this could be pretty cool. It's isolated, it's on an island, it's in Sandy Shores, Grapeseed, Palito Bay, areas like that. This could be incredibly cool and awesome for Rockstar to utilize. Now, I think this shed in particular, they did use for a mission. I can't remember if it was like a contact one or a heist, but regardless, I think this could be pretty awesome as far as like a secret or hidden army bunker that at a glance you would just not even think anything of, but underneath is like some super high-tech army stuff. So that right there could be pretty awesome if they were to utilize some of the islands and other little mysterious little tiny houses in the game. And speaking of that, I also think Rockstar could utilize the existing buildings in the game. So these couple of buildings I'm looking at right now are literally just on the shore of the Alamo Sea. They're kind of like barns and, you know, fishery areas. This one in particular is cool because it's got this like open garage door, and on the inside there's a bunch of bays and places where boats are, but this could also be cool for storing vehicles or having military meetups, etc. I think this could be pretty awesome. So Rockstar really doesn't even have to go out of their way to create some extensive bunkers. They could use pretty much the existing buildings in the game and then just give them a military twist. My favorite is still gotta be in Fort Zancudo. It's the obvious. It, to me, makes the most sense. But honestly, any of the things that I've mentioned in this video today and in my previous one, so whether it's mountain bases or bases inside tunnels or hidden underground bunkers, I think that would just be so incredible. So I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. What would be the ideal location and place for a bunker for you in Grand Theft Auto Online? What sort of features would it have? Where would you want it? How big would it be? I'd love to hear your thoughts, opinions, and more in the comment section down below, so let me know what's going on down there. If you did go and enjoy this video though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.